The talking stage is a modern dating phenomenon where two people who are clearly interested in each other mutually agree to do absolutely nothing about it for as long as possible. Think of it less like a runway and more like a waiting room where no one knows who called your number or if this is even the right building. Now, the talking stage technically begins the moment you match with someone on an app, get a number at a party, or a mutual friend says, "You two would be so cute together," and then disappears forever like she completed a side quest. And from that moment forward, you have entered a legally binding emotional contract with zero terms, no exit clause, and a dispute resolution process that is just leaving someone on red for 4 days.
How it starts. There are really only a few ways the talking stage begins, and each one is worse than the last. Option 1, the app match. You match, one of you says hey, the other says hey bat, and then you spend 3 business days crafting a follow-up message that reads, haha, yeah, for sure. The good news is you've now established a foundation of mutual acknowledgement. The bad news is that's also where most app relationships peak. Option 2, you met in person. This is considered the premium origin story and sounds great until you realize you now have to text someone you actually have to see again. The stakes are real. The typos are unforgivable. You will reread your own messages in a customer complaint tone of voice at 2 a.m. Option 3, the mutual friend setup. Your friend said you two have a lot in common. And what she meant was, you're both single and in the same city. You have nothing in common. You will discover this on the 3rd date. You will go on a 4th anyway.
The rules. The talking stage operates on a set of unwritten social contracts that everyone violates constantly and then gets upset about. Response time. There is a correct window for responding to a message, which is long enough that you seem like you have a life, but short enough that they don't assume you died. This window is approximately 11 minutes and shrinks by 2 minutes for every week you've been talking. If you respond immediately, you seem desperate. If you wait too long, they will screenshot it and send it to their friends with the caption, "Read this." You will never find a comfortable middle ground. And this is by design. Double texting. Sending a second message before they respond to the first is generally considered a federal offense in most jurisdictions. The exception is if you're sending something funny, in which case it's fine. Unless they don't respond to that either, in which case it wasn't funny, and you need to move. Leaving someone on red. Being left on red used to be considered rude. Now it's a power move, a soft rejection, a scheduling issue, a personality trait, and apparently something people do on purpose to see what you'll do next. What you'll do next is nothing. What they want you to do next is also nothing. Modern romance.
The stages. Like any terminal condition, the talking stage progresses through identifiable phases. Stage 1 is the highlight reel. Everyone is funny and interesting and posts the right things and has good taste in music. This lasts about 2 weeks and is the most anyone will ever like each other in the entire relationship, including after. Stage 2 is the soft launch. You start referencing each other vaguely in stories. No names, no tags, just enough plausible deniability that if it goes badly, you can claim you were just posting a sunset. Stage 3 is the situational confusion. You're not together, but you're also not together. You get a little too comfortable. You start having opinions about how they spend their weekends. You tell yourself this is normal. It is not normal. Stage 4 is the define the relationship conversation, which neither of you will start, because the person who brings it up first loses something, though no one can explain what.
How it ends. There are 3 possible outcomes to the talking stage. Outcome 1, you get together. Statistically improbable, but it does happen. You will tell the story at a dinner party in 5 years and leave out all the stages I just described. Outcome 2, it fizzles. No fight, no conversation, no closure. One day, the messages just slow down and then stop entirely, and you both move on like 2 ships passing in the night, if both ships were on their phones the whole time. and neither one wanted to admit the other ship was kind of disappointing in person. Outcome 3, you're still in it, which means you paused this video to check if they responded yet. They didn't, but you already knew that. You just needed to check. And honestly, at this point, you might want to consider that the common denominator in every talking stage you've ever been in is you, which is either a really empowering realization or the worst thing I could have possibly said. Probably both.